All right, continuing to look at the ES, we see we had this huge down day on Friday. I didn't post. Usually, I don't post videos on Fridays because I'm kind of just on the road quickly after the market, and I won't play with my kids. So, um, anyway, uh, previous highs are being tested right now. Again, I would not. I would wait for some type of bounce, and probably if it bounced back to this area, before I would just go immediately long here. Again, if you, this is a very small body candle, so you're looking at probably around what we got, probably around 12 points. So on a daily, that's a very small time frame risk versus this is probably like probably 40 something points. So you have a small, again, you have this huge run up and retracement down. We just kind of got to see if it breaks above these highs. Continue. See, you have some high volume, but we'll see what happens there. Again, you still have to have the underlying tone of bullish, which you've been seeing for weeks. The NQ still looking good above these previous levels. So again, you can't be too. Again, the retracement could be deeper, but this is fine. Again, you want to minimize risk. You want to, if you're looking at this is actually less risk. You're looking at probably around divide this by 4, 132 by 4, quickly and head to 30 something points. So you do have the YM as well. Again, I would like a little bit deeper pullback, quite honestly, personally. But again, this is layering above these previous highs, so that's fine. But again, I would wait because of how big this volume was on Friday. Break up above a high. I'd wait to see if it comes back into this area, per se, this 20, excuse me, this 18,000 area, come back in and see if we can get another buy, just because of how hard it slammed to the downside. IWM Russell's still looking good. Basically, it's at this previous level as well over here. So this could be setting up for a nice long opportunity as well. I just want to see some follow through to the upside. You have Apple. Apple, the iWatch was announced today, so you can see that you just had the volatility, which is expected. Maybe people are selling the news. But it hasn't broken anything in the key level. Maybe they went to take these stops out and see if they could break above these highs for some continuation to the upside. You have Bank of America that after the gap up is pretty much the selling volume has gone down a lot. But again, I would still be bearish this name. Again, I had to get stopped out of this at break even. Because I got in here and I was looking good until it gapped up, and I have to take it off. Again, people might say, "Why don't you just hold?" I don't play that. I don't want to stick around to see how wrong I am. If it gets in, I could always get back in, and there's plenty of trades out there. You had GoPro is continuing to look like it's just a bad looking stock right now. I mean, if you're trying to pick the bottom, you've been doing that for so long. Just stay with the trend. The trend is down. Just stay with that. Google. Google had, again, it's just one bar from the high. Basically, there's a second bar from the high. So you want to be very cautious regarding just jumping right back in, especially if you're. And again, if you're trading a setup, that's one thing. If you're trading because I missed this whole room, all this room up, and I want to get, I want to get some because I missed all of this. Just reevaluate kind of where you're going. And again, that doesn't mean that your trade is wrong. It's just a matter of, are you revenge trading because you didn't take the trade down there? You want to have an honest talk with yourself regarding that. And again, we can all be victim to that. Tesla's continuing down, testing this month type of support system right here. You see it broke it here, but it's tested one. And this is a couple months back. This is December, tested one, coming back to third time, tested fourth time, it's going to break. You have Twitter. Again, I'm in a Twitter long. Again, I'm probably going to bump my stop up a little bit. It's not really moving the way I wanted it to move. I got long here. So again, we'll see how this one plays out. And I'm also in a Microsoft short. I won't I'm not one of those guys that are going to tell you only the winners. But I got in around here. I rolled my stop to around this area right here because, again, I'm locking in my profits. I'm not saying that it won't gap or anything, but you can't account for the gaps. You can't really beat yourself up on stuff that you can't account for. Okay, and we have I didn't forget about you oil guys. Again, I think oil is still in a bearish. It's definitely in a bearish trend. This sideways movements, and you got this lower high. So again, if it breaks below this level, which is around on the future around the 49 area, it's going to dump down below. And again, I'm not going to fight the trend, because a lot of people, again, if you went long from here, you got some balls on you, that's fine. But again, if you're just scalping, everything like this, all this wiggle room, it's just more frustrating than it's worth, in my opinion. So again, if it breaks down below this level, and a stop above here, we'll see what happens and goes from there. A couple of chart requests, because I do those, and somebody mentioned them, and I told you guys that I do it. Is the first one's Canadian Solar, and let this one come up. Come on already, okay. And this one looks good. Again, nice continuation pattern. Again, I would like to see the pullback. Again, the pullback is coming with some less volume to the downside. So we want to, again, I'm not a one bar pullback type of guy. So I would like to see a bigger pullback, but it has gotten to where I would be bullish this name around over this $30 time frame. Again, I'll be very cautious, because we still, kind of we're in a bullish trend, but we saw a big pullback. So you want to wait more than one day. Again, you just want to be cautious waiting more than one day for a stock to pretty much break up or break down. And the last but not least, we have Ambarella. And Ambarella to me was a great buy around this $50 level. That's kind of where I would want to take it. And right now you can see the volume is down. You want to get a good setup. And again, I'm a swing trader, so again, the buy points to me might be different than other people. But I'm just looking at versus how much more can it go, is how can I manage risk and then go accordingly. So if you are taking this, you are taking a 2-bar pullback based on above this, layering above this previous high. And if that's your style, that's cool. But you do want to see some follow through, some volume pickup on this name. And you did have very, very high volume. This is where I would actually like to sell, when you get these high volume from a rip up, and then because everybody else is looking to get in, and I'm looking to sell to them. So just be cautious regarding this name. And again, you want to trade some quality pullbacks, and this one has given you many quality pullbacks, and go from there. So again, if you have any, just leave in your comment sections. Again, you can find me on Stocktwits. I actually posted out some stuff regarding some wheat futures that I do once in a while. You can also find me on Hot Stock Market as well. So take care.